Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Mixed Media Frenzy. That's where we all take the same sketch or layout, and today it's a layout by Missy Whidden, and use it as our inspiration. And I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I used it as inspiration. Mine don't turn out quite the same. I don't know. I just got a wild idea and decided to go with it. I thought I would die cut me a bunch of flowers and leaves and three butterflies and paint them. Yeah, I'm using my gelatos, the pastels, and it is kind of hard to see on the video the colors. There is a lot more color on there than it looks like in the video, and you can see it in the close-ups at the end that there is more color on there. But I mixed colors instead of just painting them all one color. I kind of added like pink and green and darker pink and yellow into the flowers and the butterflies, and even the green. I added a couple, two or three different shades, but it being pastels, it's kind of hard to tell on the green that I did anything different because it is green. I mean, it's different shades of green and it's hard to tell, but you can see the different shades in person. I'm using my hot glue gun mat to paint these on because they're wet. Ow! And my my Tim Holtz sheet that I use a lot. It has little tiny holes in it because I've had it like forever. My sister got it for me for my birthday one year. Oh, I was probably young when she got it for me. But yeah, a long time ago. And it's got little tiny holes in it. And when I use it for anything like this, it's like all over the place underneath the mat. So I thought I would just use my glue gun mat instead. It's silicone, it wipes up easy. And yeah, you can't even tell you used it for paint. And instead of using like a die set, I use bits and pieces, like two dies from here and a die from there, and so on to do this with instead of using like all one set. None of it had exactly what I wanted. The original, I did use it as inspiration, had cut files and they had a lot of holes in them. I can't think of a fancy way to say that, but it was more of an outline of the flowers and stuff. So I kind of wanted that, and I had to look through what I had to see what I could substitute instead. That wood grain paper there, it's one of my favorites. It's Paper Studio though, so it's really thin, so I need to put it on something else. And I used the white cardstock. Yeah, I used white cardstock, but I didn't put any gesso on it this time. Generally, I put clear gesso, but I didn't put any today. And I thought, well, since I have such a rustic piece of wood grain, I'm going to use a doily. And in the middle of painting all the flowers, I decided to go ahead and paint my doily too. And on it, you can really see the variety of colors that I used. I almost forgot to put my heart wreath thing there. I cut it out in a really rustic looking darker wood grain, and I cut two small ones, and I'm almost going to forget to use them. But I will squeeze them on the layout and tuck them underneath and around things. Missy had used some hearts on her layout. So when I was doing the die cutting, I thought, well, I'm going to make sure I've got hearts on here too. Because when I originally planned on doing it, I planned on going straight across like Missy has. But then once I got started putting them down, I decided to go diagonally. And that's how it all ended up so much different from hers. I'm not sure how she did her flowers. A lot of times she does paint the die cuts. Uh, but I didn't watch her video this time. I forgot all about it and just got started on the layout. And generally, I do try to find her video and watch it because then I get a little closer to what she has. I just don't even know what was going on this time. Oh, and that iris looking flower, it was free. I'd ordered some dies and they threw that in as a little free gift. And this is the first time I ever used it. I've had it a long time, but without a stem and leaves and stuff. It kind of just sat there on the magnetic sheet, and I had never used it. But I did use it today, and I love that thing. It's just so pretty and delicate looking. I did have to use a shim with it the first time I went to cut it out. Had a lot of little teeny tiny places that didn't cut, but I just used a piece of cardboard for the cardboard, no, card stock for the shim, and it cut out beautifully. But right now I'm going to put all my flowers and greenery, like I said, at a diagonal across there from the bottom right, bottom left to the top right. And so I thought I'd go ahead and mention that if you look down there below, you will see the links to the other gals that are doing the Mixed Media Frenzy today. It's the same gals all the time. It is Krista, Kathy, Rebecca, and Sonia, and myself. And yeah, if you look down there, you'll see their links, and they're great at mixed media. So you'll get some good ideas when you go check out their channels. And oh, and this picture, I got to tell you the picture too. So, but make sure you check the links out. This is my granddaughter Hope, and she was in a wedding. And this photo had like the whole wedding party up on those steps. And for some reason, she wasn't up there. And whoever took the picture got the wedding party, her, and others around there. So I wasn't sure how it'd turn out if I blew it up and, centered in on her and left all those other people out. But it wasn't too bad. So, yeah, she's in there with her little bouquet. And if you look, there's little petals falling behind her. I guess she was just doing it because she wanted to do it, or they were left over from the wedding because they are falling behind her. Well, they are laying there on the floor behind her. But yeah, she's just so cute in that picture that I wanted to make sure I put it on a layout. I wanted to make sure I had some sprinkles on here because y'all know I like sprinkles. And I thought, well, I'll do the dark pink. Well, of course, I did the dark pink. And then I got to thinking, I think I would like some of that aqua color too. So I will add the aqua. And then I was debating on a sequence after adding both of them. And I had them laying over there, and they just looked a little bit too bright to go with this. So I will pull out the cat scrappiness, walking on sunshine, and put them on there. So that means, most of them are yellow, but some of them are white, and some of them are like a mirror, a little tiny mirror looking one. And then about the time that I finished putting the sequins on there, I realized I hadn't put a title on my layout. Yeah, I'm all about titles. I love titles. But every now and then I'll get busy with the layout and forget all about it. So I was thinking, okay, I've got everything on here. Where am I going to put the title? And I thought, well, it's going to have to be one word. So I got the Heidi Swap die out that says lovely and made it my title. And the perfect color, in my opinion, was this. It's a really light teal, and it's the old glitter paper. I had glitter all over me and still do. But yeah, little specks here and there. And I went ahead and used my heart punch and punched out hearts and scattered them. I tucked them under stuff though. Instead of putting them on top, I tucked them under and added some more because I thought it kind of looked funny all by itself and it needed repeated, but I get kind of carried away, so I ended up putting a lot of hearts on here. But that's it. That's my layout. If you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.